Hi guys, Jane here from Honeymoon Forever. I trust you've been well and I trust that you have enjoyed all the videos I've been doing recently. Today I want to talk to you about the 7 reasons why most relationships fail. Have you ever wondered why some people can create and enjoy the best relationship of their life with so much love and passion and romance and intimacy, and others go down the path of divorce, breakups, separations, and countless unfulfilling relationships? Have you ever wondered why some people fail while others succeed? Would you want to know the 7 reasons why most relationships fail? And throughout the years that I've learned about personal development, especially really niching down into relationship, I find these are the 7 common mistakes that most people make in relationship. Number 1, a lack of clarity when it comes to relationship vision and values. Do you know how important it is to be so clear about the relationship vision and the relationship values that you want to have? People mostly jump into a relationship not thinking about where they want to be in 10, 20 years, 50 years time. People think that while they're just being and having fun, that's all it matters. I am all for about having fun, enjoy, being in the moment, but when it comes to a relationship, you need to know what you're after. If you don't know where you want to go in 20 years time, how do you get there? And even if you get to a destination, how would you know that's where you want to be? And relationship vision, it's a thing that most people don't talk about, especially when they go on a date night, when they first meet each other. That's not like you sit down and interview each other about, hey, where do you want to be in 20 years time? But that's, I think, is a necessary steps to ensure that you are compatible with each other. Relationship values. Relationship values are your compass towards happiness and fulfillment. If you're not living according to your values, I can guarantee you're not going to be happy or fulfilled or satisfied in your life and in your relationship. For instance, if someone whose values about family and they want to be a parent, be in a relationship with someone who doesn't have that value, how do you think the relationship would turn out? I can guarantee you there will be a point in their relationship where they actually have to sit down and talk about this. It needs to be sooner rather than later. If you know that you want, to travel the world and live life to the fullest, will you want to be in a relationship with someone who want to settle for mediocrity? And you got to think about the fact that even though you think you can change your partner, that would never happen. Your partner will be whoever he or she needs to be, and you have to be whoever you need to become. You have to be the best version of yourselves, and living by your values and your visions, whether it's in life, in relationship, will move you forward to that. Number 2, often people let their past emotional baggage or limiting beliefs stop them from having the relationship of their dream. We all have been heartbroken before in the past. We all have had, challenges when it comes to relationship with our parents. We all have been hurt before. But it doesn't mean that what will happen in our relationship, unless that's what we want to or what we're allowed to be. I normally say to people, what you tolerate in your life is what you will get. So if you haven't dealt with past emotional baggage or limiting beliefs such as, you would be hurt before, why bother? Or you're not good enough, or you're not worthy of love or of relationships, these will keep bubbling up until you really deal with it. So make sure you get rid of the past emotional baggage and any limiting beliefs that do not serve or support you on the journey of finding the great relationship that you truly deserve. Number 3, not having your needs, wants, or desires met. And a lot of these are not conscious. A lot of your needs and your wants and your desires are actually at the unconscious level. And if you're not aware of how to meet them, how do you expect your partners to meet them? And that's where a lot of, frustration and a lot of communication issues arise, because people don't know what they want, often at the unconscious level. So if you don't know what you want, how can you expect your partner to satisfy you? And people feeling unfulfilled and unsatisfied in relationship because of those reasons. Number 4, communication. I find that communication is probably the biggest thing that will either determine relationship success or relationship failure. Communication, can break down different things, whether, it's trust, vulnerability, openness, and of course, the strategies behind all of this. When it comes to communication, there's our rules around it to make sure that you respect each other's boundaries, as well as how to effectively communicate what you want without hurting each other's feelings. How can you handle challenges when it arises? When in good times, everyone communicate very successfully, but when it comes to challenging times, how do you communicate with your partner? How do you avoid arguments and frustration and fights that can really be detrimental to your relationship? Number 5, role reversals. These with the society expectation, we say a lot of women walk out there thinking that they have to be so masculine, or they have to be equal to their men, and so they act, behave, and think like men. And in reverse, because the women are so dominant, a lot of men step into more of the feminine role, feminine energy to overcompensate. And when it comes to relationship, these are not very healthy, unresourceful in relationship. If you don't know how to step in and out of your masculine and feminine energy, I don't say it's right or wrong. I don't mean to say it's right or wrong, to have masculine or feminine energy. I'm going to talk more about that in a different video. But the key thing is how to maintain a resourceful polarity of the masculine and feminine energy in your relationship, to maintain the passion, to maintain the attraction to each other. No one want to be married to a bossy woman, or no one want to be with a, with a wussy man. I mean it in the most respectful way. But it's one of the key thing that will either, create relationship success or a lot of frustration in relationship if you don't know how to handle it. Number 6, a lack of romance and intimacy. Intimacy is what will differentiate between a friendship and a relationship. If you can't connect with each other at that level, that emotional, physical, and spiritual level, there will be no intimacy. Yes, sex is all about the physical touch and physical intimacy, but it goes beyond that. There needs to be, a level of comfortness, a level of, openness and vulnerability where it comes to emotional intimacy. If you can't be comfortably being naked in front of each other emotionally, physically, intellectually, and spiritually, there's been no passion, no intimacy in your relationship. And a lot of it is due to a lack of romance. People think that, when it comes to intimacy, it's about getting in and getting out. It's not that. It's about how you can build connection leading up to that level of intimacy. And romance, one of the key things. Romance about, also about, the time, effort, energy to put into showing how much you love and appreciate another human being. But it's also about building that level of connection that you can actually just go out on date night, talk comfortably to each other. But it's also about spending time, quality time together, and knowing, that foundation relationship is getting strengthened every single day. Number 7 is lack of education. A lot of people jump into a relationship not knowing what they're getting into. People don't get themselves educated enough around relationship. They trial and error, and a lot of times they fail. But do they really learn from their mistakes? Or they keep making mistakes again and again and again, thinking that it's the other person. I find that an average relationship is about instincts. But an amazing, extraordinary, a great relationship requires lots of education. You need to educate yourself around what is it you have to do to change the quality of your relationship. Nothing is external. I strongly believe that whatever you look for externally, it's just a reflection of what you are missing inside. So a lot of it is, the relationship you have with another human being, it's just a reflection of yourself. So unless you change who you are, unless you work on yourself and focusing on yourself and get yourself educated about this, nothing in your relationship will change. I know this is a bit longer video, but I hope you enjoy the video and learn a lot about the 7 reasons why most relationships fail and how you can avoid these mistakes. So if you have any questions, please feel free to send an email to jane@honeymoonforever.com.au. Until next time we talk, don't forget to be awesome and have a great day. Bye for now.